Janice King here with my energy update for April 2022, not 2020, as I said last month. So as is my practice, I've drawn 4 cards to help us navigate through the energies of the month ahead so that we can make the best of what's on offer. Also, as is my practice, I'll be using my new deck, the Life Code deck. So let's have a look at what we've got. Well, the first card I drew, which is in answer to the question, what's going to be the overarching energy for the month ahead, was the Star, which is lovely. The Star is a really lovely card. The Star talks about hope and renewal and recuperation. It's the place where we feel better, which is nice. It comes after the Tower. So beautifully placed because it's telling us that we're coming out of a difficult time. Now it carries a caveat with it, and that caveat is that we're not done yet. There's still more work to do. Now if we look at the card, we can see that we as the viewer are looking out through what is perhaps a sanctuary window. We can see that through the window there's a garden and there is a gate and there are mountains in the distance, and those mountains are challenges and difficulties which are yet to be faced. But for now we're safe in the sanctuary. There's a cup of tea and there's a book and there's lilies of remembrance, and the lilies of remembrance represent that that's gone before. It's that we're recovering from. So it's very, very apt for our situation right now. But it's not telling us that we're out of the woods yet, more that we have a respite. So it's asking us to make the most of this time and to have faith and trust both in ourselves and the energy that in fact we are moving in the right direction and that we have to keep up the work ourselves. So the next card I drew was the, in answer to the question, what will challenge us? That's right, what will challenge us this next month? And we've got the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords shown here as a fighter pilot going into battle. So what this says to me is that we're going to be frustrated because things aren't moving fast enough, or we're going to be irritated, or we're going to be cross, or we're going to struggle with our patience. The Knight of Swords is an impatient card. It brooks no disagreement, and it doesn't like to be held up or left hanging around, and it can have an edge of aggression about it. So it might well be that we're frustrated because we can't get done what we want to get done, and we just want to just steam in there, right? Maybe somebody else is frustrating us and we can't get things done in the way we want to or as quickly as we want to. So this, I think, is going to be something which we're gonna just contend with this month, and it's going to push against that gentle star energy that says, okay, we're in a bit of a respite period, don't rush. That's true, there are things that need to be done, but we need to sit back and not just feel that we've got to take it all on now, and not get grumpy and bad-tempered and snipey as a result, which is a bit of an energy with the Knight of Swords. It's a bit combative. So what should we embrace if we have to turn away from our inner battle-weary Knight of Swords? What should we embrace? 10 of Pentacles. Now this is really nice. This is a good card, and what it's telling us is that this month it's going to be important to be in for the long game. This is long-term planning. So this also makes sense of the turning away from and being challenged by the Knight of Swords, because that's a very short-term energy. It's a short smack of aggressive, just take it on energy. The 10 of Pentacles is much more long-term. It's all about planning and building and understanding why we're doing it. So we're looking at the long game here, because it's Pentacles. We're looking perhaps at our abundance, at our lifestyle, at what we're putting in place financially for the future. It's looking after families. Families is a huge part of the Ten of Pentacles. So this month it might even be saying, you know, we've got to tune in to what's important, because we've got a bit of a respite here. So spending time with families, tuning into why we're doing this, why we're doing what we're doing. What is our long game? What's our motivation? It's really, really important that we do that, and we don't just spend the month just wanting to charge in and just not listen to anybody else and just get whatever it is we need to get done. So looking at the long game, looking at our motivation. Then I asked for my guides to chime in with their message, and I love the way these cards all form a sort of a coherent sentence also. They gave me the Four of Wands, and again the same thing, it's a pause, and it's telling us that things reach a certain point. If we look at the card, we can see that we've got a bell tent here, yeah, with a campfire and people standing around enjoying themselves. And if we look beyond the campfire, we can see that there's a forest. So the terrain behind the campfire is dark and a little bit, don't quite know how we're going to find our way through that. So a little bit challenging, not terrible, but a little bit challenging. So again, it's telling us that this is a place to stay. We can set up camp here for this month. This is actually okay. We need to bring things to a point where they're stable. So we're looking to stabilize our energy this month. We're looking to get things to a point where we can go, right, did that, good job done. I'm pleased with myself this month. It gives us that feeling of feeling better, that the stars said that this month is going to be all about. So it's doing what you can to a point, but not getting frustrated and angry that you can't do it all. When I was putting this card together, I kind of wanted to make it like the base camp of Everest, right? Because it's a bit of a trek to get there, right? It's a bit of a trek to get to the base camp of Everest, and on from the base camp of Everest, you got a hell of a climb to engage in. So you stay there for a little while, recovering after your trek and gathering your strength for the next part of the journey. And that is a really great energy around the Four of Wands. It's like the base camp of Everest. I just couldn't quite find a way of making it work in the cards. So we've got this card, which works great anyway. So it's a place where we come and we kind of camp out and we go, okay, this is good. This is a good thing. I've got what I need to do done, and I've reached a point where I feel that we're stable, we're secure, we can make this work for now. This is okay. It's not all the way, because don't forget, in the Ten of Pentacles, we're long-term planning now, but we've reached an okay point. This month, we can sit with that and we can be fine. There's more to come. It's not done yet. We know that. Okay, we've had enough experience over the last 3 years to know there's going to be some challenges coming up, but we should enjoy May. We should make hay while the sun shines in May. So I hope that's been interesting and engaging, and I hope it's useful to you. Let me know, leave a comment or something in the comments, and obviously subscribe as well. And it's nice to share this with you, and it's nice to bring this, and I'm always interested to see what comes up every month. So anyway, I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I'll see you soon, and have a lovely month. Bye-bye.